So we're going to start with the shadow card. The shadow card is the Four of Cups. Okay. So this can indicate a sense of like apathy, boredom. It's also wanting something that's elusive. And it's also an opportunity. It could possibly be a missed opportunity if you aren't paying attention, or if you're not seeing the blessing, it could sort of just pass you by. Either way, that's sort of the energy that we have here. All in all, it doesn't look terrible. It just looks like things are okay, but you're like kind of wanting more, right? Okay. And just taking a kind of a quick glimpse of like the whole month, it looks all right. It looks like things are pretty good. This is the first reading that I've done. I've done Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo. Now on to you, Virgo. It's the first reading that I've done where there has been a minor arcana showing up as the first position. All of the other videos had a major arcana. Major arcanas represent big picture themes, destiny, fate. It can represent just important things. It looks like this is important in the fact that it is a minor arcana, and it's the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is what we see here in the shadow card is being offered to you. It's an opportunity. It may or may not slip you by, it depends. But it's also wanting more, right? So here's the hope. Here's the want. Here's the desire that you have. It looks like a new desire. New hope, renewed hope even. This is Easter Sunday. It's the 1st of April. So it just looks like all in all that could be a day of happiness. It's definitely going to be very feeling oriented for you. For some people it could be sadness, but generally that would be if it was reversed. But it just looks like your cup is full. Okay, feeling content, feeling happy. Joyful even. Okay. And it's also connecting with spirit. You know, it's a feel-good day. I see the Six of Cups then following that is like memories of the past, nostalgia, things like that. This sweetness. I see there's children around you. There's like the family. It feels like good memories as well that come into play. I see you're doing a little bit of dreaming here about the past. And also, it could be that you're examining what you had once wanted. Here you have like a circle of friends. It feels like a good time. This is a party, a celebration. It's very lighthearted energy. It's not very serious. It's kind of frivolous energy, which is like, it's fun. It's fun to just play sometimes. I see that as being like the first 3 days of the month. You have cups. It's all cups energy. It's all minor energy. So it's all of the details, all of the little things that sort of make up the quality of life. And cups have to do with relationships, feelings, social stuff, are just general joy, contentment, all of that in life. It looks like you may be sort of thinking about the good times that had already passed. Or you're just enjoying time with friends, old friends, you know, family as well. Okay, you have the World card. It looks like you're going to be getting a lot done that day. This is really when you feel the shift. I think you start to feel like spring come in here because this is the turning of the seasons. It's a new phase or a new cycle that you're entering. And I feel like you're wrapping up things. You're wrapping things up from the past. It has to do with family. Okay, and you're making progress. Actually, I'm going to leave this card down. So, okay, here again, family, people that are supporting you. You're feeling supported by them, or you are supporting them. It does generally have to do with like groups of people. So this could be, you know, work contexts where there's a lot of people working together, or a family where there's a lot of family members. It's just a big quantity. It's a big place. Yeah. So I'm seeing there's that element coming in here for you on Thursday. Friday and Saturday and Sunday and Monday and Tuesday all have major arcanas then. So this is when we get to more like bigger picture themes. And this can be like putting you on a different track. Okay, so I was saying like you're starting to feel like the new season that comes in here. This is when you start maybe going a different direction, or there's like a new phase or a new energy that comes in. It feels like it's coming in stages. So the Chariot card is like about success, and you are in control of your destiny is what it's saying here. You are determined, motivated to succeed. Okay. It's also a vehicle. Something could break down in a vehicle because it's followed by the Tower. Also be very cautious when you drive. Okay, just be very aware of your environment. Other people may do crazy things. It looks like the Tower card is like you want to avoid any breakdowns, any accidents, anything that, if your car needs maintenance. I see the Chariot as being a vehicle, right? Your car. So Mercury is also retrograde, so it might be time to like renew your tabs, or do repairs, that sort of thing. If this is a metaphorical definition here and it's not actually your vehicle, it's just saying like it's putting you on a new path, right? So what's behind you, you can no longer go backwards. And it just looks like maybe it's a sudden shift or a sudden change in direction that you hadn't anticipated coming. It's also things coming back up from the past. This is a rebirth card, so having to deal with old things. I feel like there's just a general sense of like clearing out, cleaning out. Like this is the purge, right? Purging out things that you no longer need or you don't want to hold on to. And in order to move on a new path, it's like you have to sort of, like there's a sense of destruction with the path that you were on since you're not going back, right? Okay. The Star card, which is like, you know what? You're being guided. Everything is unfolding in the right time. It looks like you're being helped. You have like heavenly helpers here. Your wishes, your hopes, your prayers, they're all manifesting. And it looks like your prayers are being heard. You're being helped. The Magician card is all about what you want to achieve, what you want, how you want to place your energies, how you want to use your talents in order to get what it is that you want. Whether this be, it looks like, generally the Page of Pentacles is like work, news of money coming in. So it's like, how are you going to manage your resources or manage your talents to bring in more resources? So that's how that combination goes. This feels actually really good. So the Tower can be like an unpleasant thing, or it can just be something that you hadn't anticipated that puts you on like another track that ended up being like a blessing in disguise. That's that sort of energy. It's something that's unexpected. It can be a good Tower. It can be an epiphany. It's like, oh, okay, now I know where I need to go, and now I know what I need to do to clear out this stuff that's in the way, right? Okay, so then you're coming up with a plan. This can be someone who is a professional you're listening to, or it could just be someone who knows a lot of like helpful knowledge. The King of Swords is very knowledgeable. He's very clear. He's a good instructor. It looks like he's very, I feel as though you guys really think alike. You and this King of Swords person, you're on the same page when it comes to like ideas and how you operate. Your styles are very similar. That's the sense that I'm getting. Feels like you know this person pretty well. I have the Hierophant, which is all about routines. Also, you're learning from this person. You're learning a valuable lesson that you can actually use. So, it looks like you then are the student in this position. Like he has something to share that's very helpful to you. It may be a little bit of overwhelming work that you have to do on Saturday. Since it is on a Saturday, I get this sense it's like spring cleaning. Like you're clearing out the garage or something like that. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. Or just cleaning out, a closet or something like that. But you're moving all of this stuff, and I see it's like I see you throwing things out. I see that here. It starts here and it ends here the second week. So Sunday through Saturday. It just looks like you're clearing the slate to bring in fresh energy. Great. So then Sunday, it looks like the King of Pentacles shows up. I feel like this is another person. Whoever you're spending time with, it looks like quality time on Sunday. And then it looks like you have a little bit of downtime on Monday where you're able to either go to bed early or just get some relaxation. You're not putting in a lot of extra effort. It doesn't feel strained. It feels very relaxed. You're thinking, you're processing, okay? You're allowing yourself to, it's a healing. It's like healing the body. It's like you need rest. Okay, then you've got the Empress. So you're feeling then rejuvenated, and now you're able to create. Look, Tuesdays look really good for manifesting things. So the Three of Cups, the Magician, the Empress, and the Queen of Pentacles. This is all about, abundance and prosperity, creating things, right? So whatever you're bringing into, it looks like you're nurturing then. It's also a card of good health. So you have all of these cards that are indicating good health. Okay. I would be cautious this Wednesday. It looks like the 18th. It looks like slow down. Okay. You don't want any fast and furious energy. It looks like everything sort of moves along at its own pace, kind of slowly, and it just unfolds. It's no need to rush it. Also avoid these type of people, very opinionated people, people who are impatient, right? Looks like you want to sidestep this and sort of get out of their way because they're just a little bit of a problem. Okay. This looks wonderful. Thursday and Friday look really good for relationship, for love, for romance. It looks like you have like a lot of good energy. You're being seen. You're being noticed. You're getting the attention that you want, either from potential partners or your partner. Okay. Then Saturday and Sunday, it looks like a little bit of like, okay, this is a little bit of feeling overwhelmed, feeling unsettled. You've got a lot to do. You don't really know where to start. It just looks like you may be feeling kind of worn out from the same thing, from the same pattern. You're like, really? Are we going over that again? We've already done that. Why are we doing this again? So this is feeling like kind of like, really? And this is like, I don't know what to do about that. I'm feeling a little bit stuck. It feels like a dynamic or a pattern that you need to break with somebody, but it's like neither of you really know how to break that pattern. That's kind of what I'm getting. Okay. I like this energy that then follows. It's like solution. Hooray. I found something. And it feels like a really like lighthearted energy. It feels fun. It feels exciting. Ace of Wands is always new inspiration that comes in. You're feeling more grounded. You're feeling just pretty happy. I feel like you're in your own element is what I'm hearing. Starting the beginning of the last week, you're in your own element at work where everything really just falls into place. You're doing a good job. You've got opportunities coming in. It looks like you've got the Queen of Wands that you're working with or that comes into the picture. She brings opportunities either to meet other people or opportunities for success in business. It looks like this person is really genuinely has your back. She's wanting to help you out, right? So there's a card of generosity. And it looks like it opens doors here. There's exciting news that comes in. The last week looks really good as well. Yeah. Then it just looks like with all of this information, this is like needing to organize everything and put everything in its proper place. And it just feels like you're a little bit of a mess though, because it's like you got a lot going on, maybe a little bit too much going on. And it looks like some area of your life is suffering because of that. It feels like some area is being neglected here towards the end. And you may be pretty aware of what that is, but maybe you don't really have the energy or the effort to want to change it yet. Looks like you'll get there one thing at a time, right? Okay. So that's kind of what I'm seeing for you, Virgos, for April. I'm going to go ahead and draw a card from the Fairies Tarot Oracle deck to supplement your message here. Okay, so what needs to come up for Virgo? What's the message? Nine of Spring. This is the Nine of Wands card that I'm seeing here. Saturday the 21st. Protect the fruits of your labors. Prepare for possible challenges that lie ahead. Environmental conservation. Okay, this is a card of protection, protecting what's yours, what's rightfully yours, being protective of your time, your space, your mental energy, your resources. It's protecting the environment. It's protecting children, pets, things like that. Putting up walls and boundaries, right? Preparing for any possible obstacles, right? So having that ability to sort of prepare and organize ahead of time so that you don't run into problems, that you have always like a backup plan or a backup solution. So I see this as being an important day for you, or important weekend. It's interesting that I was getting sort of like a communication pattern that you were in. It's like you want to find a solution to get out of that. Be conservative. Be conservative that weekend. Okay, so I'm going to draw a card for you to see what goddess is around you this month and what her message is. I feel like it's this one. Aduna, keeper of the apples. It's a very specific task. Grow a garden and share the fruits. Okay. All right. I'm seeing female energy being very helpful for you this month. You have the Empress, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands that work really well together as a team. It looks like a team of 3. I'm also seeing that up here, the 3 women. Looks like you and 2 other women or 3 other women. Possibly you're sharing gifts between all of you. It's like you're there for each other. It looks like a good circle of friends or people at work. I see the generosity that you give other people then comes back to you. Grow a garden. The Empress is in her garden, right? So she's enjoying the pleasures of life. And she's very abundant. She has enough to go around to share. She's got plenty.